But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Delta. Angel. Hey, can. Say hey.
Fields going to throw right away. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back. Scrimmage, but not much more than that. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, can. Here we go. West right zip. No mas. Right.
Now Fields. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for touchdown right here out of the gate.
Throwing Nix. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Nix to the air. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Here we go. We're good. Hey, Ken. Mayday. Easy. You got a mini base. Is that all right?
Here's Fields. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Steelers at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Chip slant. All right.
Fields. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
EQ. Here we go, son. Tonight.
Now it's Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Hurry up.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Right.
Fields throwing again. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. To throw is Nix. Steps away to his left. Back to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Ja'Cory Bennett has it. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
Here we go.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise,
11.
and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here we go, son.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 41. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Alpha, let's go. You got a mini basin. Extend. Tonight.
Back to throw. Fields. He finds Austin complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Hey, Ken. Hey, never mind, Monday. Bunch right. Hey, 551. EQ. Right.
From the gun, here's Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Go.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Don't jump. Ready? Test. Butt right. Hey, can. Sit high.
Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Nix. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're going. It's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Nix looking to throw again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Fields now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Here we go.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go. All right.
Here's Fields. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Hey, can. Alpha. Hey, can. Tonight.
Here we go on fourth down. Fields flushed out right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it inside the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Good.
To throw is Fields. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Here we go, son.
A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Fields. Buying time to his left. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. A big play there just before halftime. 68 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now it's Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Nix from the shotgun. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points.